YouTube, it's Wonderfully Odd here, and today I'm here to do a demo of the Lindy Bop Concetta dress. But before I do that, I actually wanted to take this opportunity to actually talk about my previous Lindy Bop order, which was the dress that I'm wearing right now, the Marla dress. And I actually just wanted to show this dress because if you watched the last review or read my review on my blog, you would have known that I mentioned two things that I really did not like about the dress. Number one, the shape of it, and then the buttons on the front. I didn't really go into detail about the buttons because I was kind of caught off guard by there was some kind of wear on the back of the dress. So I just kind of wanted to show what I did with the buttons to make it a little bit more to my liking. So I have the dress on right now, and as you can see, if you did watch the previous review, you would have saw that the buttons, they kind of sat where you could really see the metal part right here. So really all I did was I sewed the buttons so that they would just sit straight up. So I sewed from the inside, and there's a little flap right here, and I don't know if the buttons, well, number one, the buttons, they weren't sewn on taut, they were just loose. So as you can probably see, like these ones are still kind of loose. You see how much it kind of moves. So I just sewed the buttons in, put the thread through the loop, and pulled it so that they would be a little bit more tight, therefore they would sit up. And that still didn't work, so I had to actually sew this flap here onto the dress because it wasn't. So this whole flap would just kind of could come down or go up. And so here I sewed it. You probably can't see because it's really dark, but here I sewed it, and here I sewed it, and then behind each button except for these ones. And in the previous review, when I opened it, I actually said that I wish I'd gotten a smaller size because of the waist portion. After wearing the dress, I actually kind of wish that I had gotten a size larger because even after I've sewn these buttons up like this, as you can probably see, even when I sit down, you can still kind of see the, like as I sit down, you can still see the, like the metal piece, and the reason for that is just because this area right here is a little too small. So I kind of wish that I had gotten it a little bit bigger, and it would probably fit better because the buttons, this whole little piece right here kind of sits like literally right underneath the bust. You can probably see it sits like literally right underneath, so that kind of pushes it out, therefore revealing those little metal parts. But when I stand up, you can't, except for the ones on the side, just because of the way that this fits right here, they do sit upright. You know, as you can probably see, you know, they sit upright now, so they're not just hanging down and looking atrocious like they were before. But so yeah, and as far as the wear on the bag, what I did, which is actually probably a little bit ghetto, I just colored it in with like a black marker, because unless you are looking at it very closely, it just kind of looks like a white stain. When I showed the dress in my first review and I turned around, you could actually see it. It was just like a white spot. So I just colored it in, and you can't see it. You can barely tell that it's there unless you look very closely. So, you know, I just try to make the dress wearable. But you know, it looks a lot better now, aside from the fact that I realized this part is a little too small. But yeah, I figured I would just give like a little update on this dress. I know I said I would include pictures at the end of my previous video, but those were over on my blog, so if you haven't looked at those, you can go over there and check those out. I can, you know, wear it. It's not my favorite dress, but on to Concetta. I'm actually not, I've already opened the dress and everything. This is just going to kind of be a demo of the dress and how it fits and everything like that. So let me put it on and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the dress, and this is the scarf. It comes with a belt. so let me just start by saying I love this dress. If the customer service didn't renew my faith in Lindy Bop, this dress did. I will say I could have gotten a size larger. I don't know, I wasn't really thinking when I ordered it. I ordered a size 10 just because, as I mentioned before, normally if it fits in the bust and the hips, it doesn't really fit in the waist. It's usually a little bit bigger in the waist. So I wanted to get it where it would, you know, be a little smaller in the waist. However, I wasn't really thinking because this is a US size small. So you can't really see it because it's kind of dark, but there is a gape here at the button. It's not huge, and it would probably be, I don't know, it wouldn't really be covered by that, but it doesn't bother me. So depending on the bra that I wear, you know, it'll, you know, be less noticeable. But if I had thought about it, I would have gotten a size larger. But anyways, on to the good stuff. I love this dress. And the reason for doing these demos is just so that, you know, you can kind of get an idea of how it looks on, you know, if they do have a picture on the website. Normally it's really like a contrived picture, you know, the girls pose a certain way, so the dress looks a certain way, and, you know, I just want to do it so that you can get just like a full view of how it just looks. And one thing I was kind of worried about with the girl on the website is that I was worried that the skirt part would be too wide because it was kind of wide on the model. So I went to go look at pictures, and I couldn't really find any. And there I found one, and it fit the girl pretty nicely, but she was wearing the scarf like this. I don't know if you can see that, like this, where it's folded. And I really didn't like that. Like, I thought, I was like, because on the website they have it flared like that, how I was just wearing it. She had it folded. So I was like, well, I hope that they don't send a smaller scarf than they're advertising on the website. So, you know, I just like, you know, I want to do this so that, you know, you can kind of get an idea of how the dress actually works. So as you could probably see from the full body shots or the full body view, that the part at the bottom is pretty tight. It's not like too loose, which I like. It does come with a belt, and the belt matches the scarf here. It's like a satin scarf, and they're kind of like a midnight blue, and the belt matches, as you can see. And this is the belt. It comes off like this. So this is the belt. And like I said, it does have buttons on the front. I didn't think the buttons were functional, but they actually are, and they're gaping. But yeah, they are functional. There are 3 of them. And the scarf is removable. So when you take it off, it's kind of like a V-neck, which, you know, if you got a different size, it would probably sit without these little gaps right here to make it look, you know, just like a dress that doesn't have these little slits here. You know, depending on, like I said, depending on which bra I'm wearing, it might not be like that. So sometimes I can probably wear it without the scarf. And this is the scarf. It's this wide and thick, and then it folds, and then you put it in. And then you can choose to flare it at the ends, or just, I guess, wear it like that if you want to wear it like that. The cuffs on the sleeves are made from they're the same as the scarf and the belt. They're like this midnight blue satin, which I really like. Oh, and then there's a hidden zipper in the back. You probably couldn't see it when I was doing the full body shot, but it is hidden. And it's a long zipper. It zips all the way up to the top right here. So the dress is pretty tight, so I needed my sister to help me zip it completely up. But yeah, so that doesn't show. And then you can unbutton the buttons in the front to make it easier to get on. But yeah, the material is like a jersey material. It has some elastane in it, and it's a little stretchy. It is thick, so, you know, it's a good dress to wear with like some stockings and the scarf and even some boots, which I thought about doing. or like just some heels, and you can wear it in the winter. I love this dress. It's really cute. I haven't worn it anywhere yet. I'm just waiting for the perfect opportunity to unveil it to the world. No, I'm joking, but yeah, I really love the dress. Yeah, it has the loops here, without the belt, though. It's just, there's a line there, you know, like a place that kind of separates the top part from the bottom part. But like I said, I love the dress. And the dress, most things, like, unless it's just jet black, sometimes there's like an undertone to it. And the undertone of this dress, it's like a blue black. It's not even as black as the Marla dress or like some other dresses that I have. So it's a little bit darker than the accessories that come with it. But yeah, overall, I love this dress. I love it, I love it, I love it. And it was the same thing with the shipping this time. I didn't have any problems. It took, I think, 6 business days for it to get to me. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, no problems once again. I love this dress, and so yeah, it has renewed my faith in Lindy Bop. So if this was helpful to you, if you don't mind giving the video a thumbs up, that'd be really great. Leave any comments, any questions, or anything below, and I will definitely answer any questions that anyone may have about the dress or Lindy Bop to the best of my ability, obviously. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, or I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, thank you for watching. And you know, I just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. I totally forgot about that at the beginning of the video. I know it's a bit late, the January is almost halfway over, but this is my first video of the year, so I hope that everyone's year is going great so far, and hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the year. Bye-bye.